Don't forget to always like, comment, and share if you find my video very impactful. So on the board, we are going to look at how to determine if a line is parallel or perpendicular to each other. For example, on the board, determine if AB is parallel or perpendicular to PQ. The lines are written on the board. So first thing first, we are going to label the points. For the first line, AB, I'll call my gradients. The gradients I'm going to look for, I'll call it M1. While for the second line, PQ, I'll call the gradients I'm going to look for, I'll call it M2. And then I will determine if those two gradients are either parallel or perpendicular to each other, depending on the answer I get. So for line AB, I got my first gradient to be 2. If you follow through the way I solved it, I have labeled all the points. So y2, I identified it to be 3 minus 1 divided by x2 minus x1, 4 minus 3. And I got my answer to be 2 for M1. Likewise for M2, I do the same. Line PQ. My y2 here is 8 minus 6, and my x2 gives me 5 minus 4. I also got 2. So I got equal gradient. M1 equals M2. Don't forget, I told you when you have equal gradient, then that line is parallel to each other. So AB is parallel to PQ. I have another question on the board here. I want to determine if line AB is also parallel to line PQ. So I have labeled my points. The first point here to be x1, y1, x2, y2. For PQ, likewise, x1, y1, x2, y2. So I'm going to determine my gradients. I was teaching my students in class. One of my students said, since they don't have equal gradients, that means they're perpendicular to each other. And I said, wow, okay, I didn't even see it in that light. Yes, since they don't have equal gradient, then they are perpendicular to each other. Then you also test the condition, and the condition must be that the product of the two gradients must give you -1. That's if they are perpendicular. So let's test and see if we are going to get a -1. So line AB is perpendicular to PQ.